Hi, my name is Darren Elliott, and in this video I am discussing the implications of these very commonly heard statements. It's hard for me to trust people. I don't trust people. I don't really need others. Why can't people just get along with me? These are not small statements. How much you trust others impacts entirely how you engage with them. It impacts how close they can feel with you. You may let a few people in and keep the rest at a distance, missing out on living in community. It usually comes from how much you were able to trust others growing up. Now you have some choice of control about who you include in your life. So you can share love and trust with others that you allow yourself to trust. How I feel in the world impacts my feeling of community with those around me. You may have created communities where you feel safe, but you don't feel safe, you don't feel your connection outside of your groups with others in the world. Or you have not found such a feeling and instead you feel alone. Or like maybe you don't even need others. If it's very challenging for you to trust others deeply, then you are living in a trauma response that keeps your relationships shallow. If there is a pain in your life that you need to avoid, you also need to avoid feeling that pain with others. That prevents going deeply with others. Not going deeply with others, not feeling with them, prevents intimacy. Others experience this as a lack of intimacy, as disconnection. And this feels like pain for someone who is empathic, meaning that they have not cut off their body feeling and their feeling with others. The more sensitive, the stronger the feeling. Without intimacy, we human pack animals get lost in our self-focus. Our thoughts can become bigger or different than reality. And we evolved to feel fear more than the other emotions as a survival trait. So when your thoughts are not checked out with other humans, they are likely to go in the direction of fear, with conclusions of guesses rather than actual information. Then it feels too threatening to ask for the actual information, because the answer that you imagine is based on fear. We need others to help us with fear. You can develop resentments and bitterness simply based on not communicating your inner thoughts with others. Whatever is going on for you, you need to share it with other humans who you trust, so that they can mirror back to you in an empathic way. This is how we know who we are. We know who we are by how we relate with others. Traumatized others may mirror you back in distorted ways that give you a distorted self-perception. If a caregiver is not able to feel love, for example, their inability to love a child will cause the child to feel like they are unlovable, unless they have a significant other person in their life who fills that gap and loves them, from a neighbor or a grandmother or a caregiver or a friend who loves them. But there will be this wounding from lack of connection. Empathy evolved through communication, and conveying empathy to each other is how we have developed love as a species. So if you are not communicating your innermost pains and secrets and thoughts, then you are impairing your connection. That might have been modeled for you not to share your inner feelings because it was the right thing to do. Or maybe there was not enough support in your life to share your innermost feelings. Or maybe the person you would share with would not get an empathetic response. In fact, maybe they would cause you even more pain by not understanding. We all need to be seen and understood in our pain. If you are out of touch with your own pain, then you are disabled from becoming in touch with other people's pain. We call this staying shallow. You cannot feel with someone an emotion that you do not allow yourself to feel, or that you're not able to feel, that you've repressed for whatever reason. We humans, we are wired to share our emotions with each other and diffuse the energy of that emotion out of our body through the sharing. If I do not express my anger with you, then my anger stays in my body, and I can get triggered into this body feeling at another time. Or if I do express my anger with you, but I do not feel seen or understood by you, the energy is still stuck in my body, and I feel our lack of connection. To feel seen and understood, we need the other person to feel with us. That shows us that we're understood when they feel with us. We can see the shared emotion. Oh, they're feeling what I'm feeling. This is the natural human process that we call empathy. You might be able to feel with others when they're happy and feel with others when they have slightly negative emotions. But if you cannot feel with others in their real pain, if crying with your friend sounds like a torture rather than a meaningful experience, then your ability to connect with others is impairing the intimacy of your relationships, which is impairing your relationships. We all need emotional intimacy. You do, and the others around you do. This is often intergenerational. If it has never been part of your world, then it would be outside of your awareness of even something that's possible. So maybe now you found intimacy at church or with God, and you don't realize that this is an experience we are also meant to share with other humans. God, which is in all of us. Not just a human goes to your church or believe the same things as you, but other humans. Traumatized churches teach that there is a difference here. But that's what trauma does. Trauma makes you think that the other is bad, and in this scenario, the world is bad and we, the believers, are good. We are able to trust these people and find our loving selves in safety. And we can find our loving selves in the world if we can feel safety in the world. Loving community is important. If you find that in a church, great. If you don't have a loving community, the onus is on you to create one or find one, because we humans do not thrive alone. We do this basically by loving those who are around us, and depending on their level of trauma, they are wired to love us back. I love making friends with my neighbors. I enjoy having friendly people around me, and I enjoy being friendly, and I enjoy living in that energy. I don't even know why I would want to live among strangers. And yet I hear people saying, I don't want to know my neighbors. This is a reflection of trauma. We live in a traumatized world. Humans are wired to thrive with intimacy. Isolation is punishment. Solitary confinement is a cruel punishment that harms the mental health of the individual who is already showing many symptoms of emotional pain. Traumatized people traumatize others. They're not bad, they're traumatized. Isolation makes it worse. It causes insanity, even if temporary. We need to share our inner experience with others, even if just to be seen physically. The deeper we feel seen, the more connected we feel. We cannot feel seen deeply if we're not sharing our inner experiences with others or showing it in our emotions. We can have crazy thoughts like, I think you want to hurt me, when they have no intention of hurting you. But someone else has laid that the intention of hurting you. Someone else did hurt you. Our fears, our rejections, our fears of belonging, our fears of not being good enough. We need to share these innermost fears and secrets to bring them into the light and out of the recesses of shame, which causes separation because it causes this feeling of, I'm not sure you would accept me if you knew what was in my mind. Oh yeah? Whatever is happening inside your mind, inside your thoughts and feelings, is a human experience happening to a human. You are a human. You can't have any other experience but a human experience. Talk to me more if you'd like to explore your human experience together. Thank you for watching. Hi. If you found this video interesting or useful, please like it and share it so other people can as well. For more information, you can visit my website at www.therapyforhumans.ca. Thank you for watching.